Comp 1, except for in Comp 1, you were looking to develop skills such as composing essays and research and documentation and developing critical reading skills. In Comp 2, we're really looking to see that you are competent in these areas. So it's not just a developing phase, it's a phase of competency. In order to take Comp 2, you had to have earned at least a C in Comp 1. And it's important that you understand that this course will be arranged into 3 basic units plus an orientation unit. And these are divided up through modules, which we'll have a look at in just a few moments. From there, you will go to the course policies. In order to be considered to have met the required attendance policy for the first week, you must at the very least complete the orientation quiz this week in order to remain in the class. If you do not do so, you will be withdrawn as a no-show. Additionally, you are required to attend this course completely online. As such, we won't be meeting in class. With that said, if you go 7 consecutive days without working in the course, I will send an email to you. If I do not hear from you within 48 hours, you will be withdrawn due to an attendance issue. Students may be withdrawn from the course up until the withdrawal deadline. After that withdrawal date, students will no longer be withdrawn from the course. You also can withdraw yourself up until this time period, which is June 8th. Then you're also given some information on the college student conduct policy, as well as academic integrity. Be mindful of academic integrity. If you were to plagiarize or cheat in any way in this course, the first time that it happens, you will receive a 0 on the assignment with no chance to redo. The second time, you receive an F. And in both cases, you could be turned over to the Student Code of Conduct Board. So please be mindful of that and avoid any sort of academic dishonesty. Additionally, for turning in work, I do not, as a general rule, accept late work, with the exception of an ongoing medical condition or an emergency medical condition. But this isn't, oh, I got a cold or the flu and I can't get my work in. This needs to be something serious, like a surgery, potentially a death in the family, something that's really a major issue. Otherwise, the expectation is that your work will be turned in on time every time. Please understand that failing technology, such as a computer crash, issues with submitting work, or losing work, is not a valid excuse. If, for whatever reason, Canvas isn't working properly, email your work to me. It not going through on Canvas is not an excuse that I will accept in order to grant you an extension. So please be mindful of this. Get your work on time and on time. As a reminder, Valencia students have free access to computers on all campuses. So if you have trouble having a computer, or if you lose your internet access for some reason, please do reach out to our campuses, because we do have devices that you can use on campus. Additionally, please keep in mind that all materials provided in this course are to only be used during the term of this class. You are not to in any way disseminate those to other people. For our final exam, we don't actually take a final exam for this class, but you do have a final reflection that will be due on June 17th by 11:59 p.m. Our grading scale follows that of all other classes. 90 to 100 is an A, 89.9 to an 80 is a B, and so on and so forth. This course is a points-based class, though, and as such, there are 1,100 possible points that you can earn over the course of the semester. In order to earn a C, you must gain 770 points over the course of the term. In order to earn a B, you must gain 880 points. And in order to earn an A, you must gain 990 points. I do offer 3 extra credit opportunities for the term. You may earn 5 points extra credit for each of the 3 essays by doing one of the following: visiting the Writing Center, using Smart Thinking, or having a conference with me through Canvas conferences or face-to-face during office hours. In all 3 instances, so long as you provide evidence that you did in fact hold a conference about that particular essay, you will gain those points. As far as course communication, you can contact me through my Canvas inbox, through my Valencia email address, um, or through my Valencia phone number or my mobile phone number. If you need something quick, maybe a quick text to the mobile number is fine. Additionally, I'm always happy to talk with you during office hours in person. Please do observe proper netiquette. You want to make sure that you are being kind to your peers and that you are only posting things that are appropriate and that are leaving a positive impression of you with other people. For this class, you are required a textbook, which is the Norton Introduction to Literature by Kelly J. Mays. It's the portable 12th edition. I've provided you the ISBN as well. And then the next several pages go through technology skills and Canvas. You can go through those on your own. But for now, I'm going to go over here to the left and click on modules. Once we go back to modules, you'll see that these are the slides that we just went through. Then it goes into course support. And then finally, you have the orientation quiz, which you must take by May 11th in order to stay in the class. Otherwise, you're considered a no-show. And then the orientation discussion, which is just an introduction. You will introduce yourself and then respond to a couple of other students. The next thing I want to point out to you is the syllabus, which is over here on the left. When you click on the syllabus, you'll get a lot of the same information that was in the orientation module. However, there are a few pieces of information that is not in that module. For example, my office hours are there. They tell you each day, and then whether I'm virtual or face-to-face, and then what the hours are. Additionally, something that's here that you don't necessarily see on the orientation module are the important dates: our start date, end date, withdrawal deadline, and then a date that the college is closed. From there, we also have some more information about college policies, college links, again, late work, makeup policy, copyright policy, and then we get the grading breakdown. And you can see that each essay, or at least the first two essays, are worth 200 points, and then essay 3 is worth 250 points, and then discussions are worth 200 points, and then there are a variety of other smaller assignments that make up the remainder of the 1,100 available points for this class. What I want to bring your attention to is that your 3 essays are worth 650 points, and the discussions are worth another 200 points. Without doing those assignments, you cannot pass this class. So please take into consideration the weight and gravity of these assignments, because they are important and I really want you to do well, but you can't do well if you miss one of those. With an essay that's worth 200 or 250 points, if you get a 0 on one of those, it's nearly impossible to recuperate from that, okay? As far as communication goes, generally I will respond to you within 24 hours during office hours unless the college is closed. And then as far as grading goes, typically with short assignments, I get those back to you within 48 hours. And with longer assignments like essays, within 1 week, although lots of times it's quicker than that. Then at the bottom of the syllabus, you can see the course summary, which tells you which assignments are due on which days and at what time. And it goes for the entire semester, so you can see every single assignment that's due. You'll notice that you have quite a few assignments coming up quickly. So please do be mindful of that and get to work soon. Remember, I don't take late work. Now, I want to go back to the modules and just show you very briefly through Unit 1. I'm not sure why it's not showing up exactly. Oh, I do. Okay, so one thing that is important to know is that these modules are set up so that you can see them only after you've completed the unit before. So until you've gone through the orientation model, you cannot start Unit 1. And then you cannot start Unit 2 until you've completed Unit 1. So it's important that you go through each unit and stay on task. Otherwise, you can't really catch up. So make sure that you complete those prerequisites. Make sure you're staying on task in order to see what you need to see. All right? Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about is grades. When you go into grades, you will see your grade book and it'll show you how many points are available and then the score you made. Right now, it doesn't show anything because you haven't turned anything in. But as those grades come in, those points will start adding up. Then they will add up to an overall grade at the end. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. You can find all of that information under grades. I do encourage you to continually check in on Canvas. Check your Atlas email, check your Canvas email, just so that you hear from me. You know when there have been course communications. I am really good about posting announcements when there's things to tell you. So please take advantage of that. Please also feel free to reach out to me if at any point you have any questions. If there's anything I can do for you, don't hesitate to ask.